I'm gonna start with new level, so let's go ahead to file and then click on new level, and I'm gonna choose basic because this one includes some lights. So let's go ahead and click create. I'm gonna delete the floor, we don't need that, and let's go ahead and switch to modeling tab. So I'm gonna start with the cylinder and place it there, and let's set the X and Y and Z to 0. I'm gonna set the height to 30 and the radius to 10. So let's go ahead and decrease the camera speed because it's so annoying when it comes to modeling. And before I hit accept, I wanna change that to current folder, and then I'm gonna change the output type to dynamic mesh and click accept. So now let's go ahead and switch to wireframe. As you see, we didn't add the subdivisions, we forget to do that, so let's go ahead and delete this one and create it again. Set this one to 0, and I'm gonna set the subdivision to 6 and then hit accept. So I'm gonna go to the model tab, and then I'm gonna click poly group edit, and I like to turn off the selection of the faces and the edges. I'm gonna select these vertices above. As you see, I can't select them because we need to create a poly groups, or we can go to the mesh and select them, but anyway, we're gonna go to attributes and then generate poly groups, and I'm gonna set that to find quads. If I choose delete, you can see it creates poly group for each quad, and then hit accept. And now if I go back to poly group edit, so you can see now I can select the vertices. As you see, modeling in Unreal Engine is very different than other 3D applications. For example, you can deal with these poly groups. So let's go ahead and select everything, and I'm gonna scale them and then move them up a little bit. As you see, I can't move them because there is the snapping enabled. I like to turn off the snapping. So let's go ahead and move it up, something like that, and hit accept. And I like to add some loops there. So if I go to wireframe, you can see we don't have enough resolution here, and this will become a problem when we subdivide the mesh. So we need to add some support edge here to keep the volume of the edge. So let's go ahead to the poly group again, insert edge loop, and then I'm gonna add one here and maybe one there, and done, accept. And I like to add another one there, so let's go ahead, insert edge loop, and I'm gonna add another one here. So now if I go ahead and subdivide that, you can see we get nice sharp edge there. So let's undo that because we're gonna subdivide them later. And now I like to select this face and extrude it. So again, poly group, select the faces. As you see, I can't select them because we need to enable the face filter. Select everything here and extrude and move it up a little bit. Nice, and hit accept. And now let's go ahead and create another cylinder. Let's go to create and click on cylinder, and I like to place it on top of that, and I'm gonna set the X 0 and the Y 0. I'm gonna keep the Z because it's on that. So let's go ahead and decrease that maybe to 10, let's see, maybe 6, and this one maybe 6 or 5. So as you see, we have problem with the camera. As you see, when I get closer to the object, we get this clipping. We can fix that by going to edit and then project settings, and then if you search near clip, you can see we have the near clip plane. I'm gonna set that to 0.01, and after you restart Unreal Engine, you will not see that clipping. In the next lesson I will restart that. For now let's move on. So let's go ahead and hit accept. So in the next lesson we're gonna continue.